I've finished this sock, and I wanted to show you a couple of things before we moved on to how to finish the toe. You've knit at this point up to the point where you're going to start the toe. If you followed my directions, I said to knit to a distance of about 8 inches from here to where you want to start the toe. The other option you have is to actually put this on your foot and see where you are. And when you get to the point where you're at the bottom of your big toe, or the base of your big toe, that's where you want to stop and then start doing your toe decreases. If you're going to measure this sock, use a ruler and go from here up to the point where you want to decrease for the toe. So if you're going to just follow measurements, that's what you do. It's real easy if you're on 2 circulars or a magic loop to simply try the sock on. And I recommend you do that if you're knitting for yourself. To shape the toe, you're going to do paired decreases on each side of the sock. So you're going to do paired decreases on your instep stitches, and you're going to do paired decreases on your sole stitches. And when you do these, you want left-leaning decreases on the right side, and you want right-leaning decreases on the left side of your toe, so that the toe forms a wedge. And the decreases are simply you knit 1 because you want 1 stitch in from your edge of your toe. And the left-leaning decrease is a slip, slip, knit. And then you knit across the row to the last 3 stitches on this side. Now I've got 3 stitches left. I'm going to do a right leaning decrease, which is a knit 2 together, and knit 1, and then you turn and you go to your second needle and you do the same thing. Now you're going to do your decreases every other round until you have 12 stitches remaining on each needle. At that point, you're going to start doing decreases every round until you have 6 stitches left on your needle, and you're going to graft these last 6 stitches together to close the toe. You'll end up with a toe that looks like this, and you can see the graft here at the top. I'll explain the graft in my next segment. To start your Kitchener graft, you need to cut your yarn tail. I usually cut a length of about 8 to 10 inches for this. And then you need to thread a needle, a tapestry needle, to do the grafting. So here's the sock with the toe knitted. This is on a magic loop, long circular needle. I have 6 stitches on the back needle, and I have 6 stitches on the front needle. And when you're doing Kitchener grafting, you need an even number of stitches on your needles. The first step to graft is to insert your needle as if to purl through the first stitch on the front needle and pull it through gently. And then make sure you go underneath, the yarn goes underneath. You go through the stitch on the first back needle, the first stitch on the back needle, as if to knit, and pull it through. And give it a little bit of a tug just to tighten the tension up. Now we're going to go through the front stitch as if to knit and pull it off. We're going to take our needle and bring it around and put it through the next stitch as if to purl. Same motion as what we did to begin with. On the back needle, we're going to go through the stitch as if to purl, pull it off, and then go back through as if to knit and give that yarn a little bit of a tug to tighten up the tension. And then you just repeat. Knit it off, purl it on, purl it off, knit it on. Just take your time, slow and easy. Give it a tug each time. Don't get these too close to the tips or they'll fall off when you don't want them to. Knit off, purl on, purl off, knit on, and give it a tug. Whoops. Didn't want that to happen. Okay, so we're going to purl off. We're going to knit off, knit off and purl on. Purl off, knit on, and you can see this is closing up that toe. Now we're going to knit off, purl on, and we're going to purl off and knit on. And we have one stitch remaining on each needle. Now to finish the Kitchener graft so that you don't have a dog ear, you just simply slip these 2 stitches off and pull it tightly. And then you, whoops, lost my needle. Then you want to pull up on this stitch and notice where it should go through to the back side. And that would be right here. And you just pull it through to the inside. And now you're ready to finish your toe by weaving in the ends on this side. Here's the yarn, here's the end woven in. And here's the completed